This is the Night Wolf howling at you, and today this video is going to be quite the mess. So, first off, you can tell I am definitely doing this in a different area than I normally do. I mentioned before that I thought I might be able to do reviews in my toy room, at least until I get those shelves. Obviously, from what you can see in this video, I have not finished setting up the room anyway yet, so I've been kind of busy. But this will give me a chance to kind of see how well this will work. Second, I have a very large item here, and I'm pretty sure this is also going to be kind of a mess in the video because I don't think by the time I edit it, I'm sure it's going to be cut off. But honestly, with my camera, there's not much I can do to get a wider angle on it than what I currently have. And even as I've got this now, the camera's kind of jury-rigged into this position. And I hope it doesn't fall. So what we have here is the Masters of the Universe Sword of Protection from She-Ra prop replica from Factory Entertainment. Now, I've opened this up already once before, a couple times actually, because there is actually a problem with this item that I got, and I want to show you all. I mean, the box itself looks really nice. And we have like the little manual here that talks about the sword and some of the stuff they did to make the replica. It's kind of fascinating. They did the same thing with the Swords of Power for both He-Man and Skeletor, both of which I have. And yes, I spent way too much money on this and them. And that's part of the reason why I can't buy those shelves I want. But that's another story. So this is how the sword comes packed. They've got plastic around it. They've got a little tip holder there. Plastic on the hilt. It's two separate things. And yes, I'm wearing the gloves to keep from getting any fingerprints on the sword. Now, I was impressed with the He-Man and Skeletor swords, which is why I was willing to buy the She-Ra sword. And I mean, overall, the look is pretty nice, right? The gem in the middle looks pretty good. It's they kind of put like the waviness in there to try to make it look like magic, whatever. That's fine. The hilt is stainless steel. The handle is aluminum. And then there's kind of a leather wrap on the end. The issue is this. As you can see, whatever they did in the manufacturer, at least on this one, there is a huge fail on having the hilt and the blade attached together properly. Huge fail. And that is a huge gap. And that shouldn't be there like that. For comparison, this is how He-Man's power sword looks. And while you can see there's a slight gap there, it's not as big as on the She-Ra power sword. Or Sword of Protection, I should say. So, that seems to be a big manufacturing error. Because that is a huge, huge gap. So now that being said, like I said, I just showed you the one for He-Man. And then, look at this. Because you can clearly see the foam that's there. And, I mean, that gap is huge and ugly. Now, I got this sword from Big Bad Toy Store. Pre-ordered it. And so, but rather than contact Big Bad Toy Store about this first, I wanted to contact Factory Entertainment to see if there's anything they can do about it because, they manufactured it. This seems to be a manufacturing issue. So God only knows how many of these power swords went out like this. Maybe it's just me who got it like this, or maybe everybody did. I don't know. So the email I sent them was, "Good afternoon. I recently received the Sword of Protection prop replica through an order with Big Bad Toy Store, and there is a huge gap between the hilt and the blade. I have previously purchased the He-Man and Skeletor versions of the Sword of Power, and neither had a gap like this. You can also see what looks like foam discs inside the gap as well. I can send pictures if you'd like. I appreciate any information and help you can give me. How most companies, are like, don't return your item to the store. Let us know and we'll see if we can fix it. That's not Entertainment Earth. Because the response I got from them is, we apologize for the inconvenience. You'll want to reach out to Big Bad Toy Store for options regarding a potential return since it was purchased through them. So right off the bat, that response is probably going to keep me from ever buying another prop replica through Factory Entertainment, or that Factory Entertainment does, because that's just a BS answer. I'm sorry. They're not the only company that has done this, though, for collectors. I know when I had a problem with a Ninja Turtle figure from Super 7, I contacted Super 7 about it, and they also directed me to Big Bad Toy Store. Big Bad Toy Store did help me out, but it shouldn't be upon them to fix a problem from the manufacturer. That's my opinion. Let me know what you think about that, though. So overall, I'm just going to say it. I'm very disappointed in this. I was looking forward to displaying this along with the He-Man and Skeletor swords. However, I'm not really sure how it's going to fit on the wall. If you look at the back here, one, they did this with Skeletor too. They basically give you a He-Man shield as the plaque to hold it on. You put these things here in it, and then you slide the sword over it, right? Well, there is not a huge gap in that blade hilt to fit that. So I'm not really sure if that's even going to go on there properly or not. But that's a whole nother issue. I don't know. Like I sent an email to Big Bad Toy Store. I don't know what they're going to do about this. I honestly would prefer to get a replacement because I would like a good one. And then maybe Big Bad Toy Store can send it back to the manufacturer because of the problem. But also, maybe the people at Big Bad Toy Store should go ahead and open a couple of them up and just check to see how they are there, which is a recommendation I might make when I hear back from them. But I do have faith that Big Bad Toy Store will help get this worked out because, again, that gap is absolutely disgusting and shouldn't be like that. Even the smaller part of that gap is like 4 times bigger than the slight gap that was on the power sword. No, it shouldn't be like that. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this look at the She-Ra Sword of Protection from Factory Entertainment. If you yourself have gotten one, please let me know how it turned out. Did you have the same problem as I did? Have you contacted them or whoever you bought it from? And let's see what happens with this. I will go ahead and update you. It'll probably be in the comments below that I'll put an update once I hear from Big Bad Toy Store as to what we should do on that end. I'm sure they'll want to see pictures of the issue, which I can, of course, send them. Thanks for watching. Peace and love.